Vision TV, I'm Lynn Komjisha. Israel is believed to be a holy land by Christians with several sacred places for different beliefs. This keeps pilgrims flocking the country year in, year out. But Israel is one small country surrounded by enemies. Since 1947, when the country was founded, it has fought various battles with neighbors and has been a target of terrorists since then, but it has managed to keep its borders, citizens and tourists secure. So how does it do it? We have details in our 5th part series.
At the center of the Middle East, on the shores of the Mediterranean, lies the country of Israel. Although a small country, Israel has mastered the art of defending and keeping herself safe, following a history of border conflicts with neighbors, Lebanon to the north, Syria and Jordan to the east, and Egypt to the south. Israel boasts of having the most battle-hardened armed forces in the world, the intelligence wing, its military might, the Israel Defense Forces and Israel Security Forces, commanded for efficiency and swiftness. Israel Security Establishment serve in a variety of organizations, including law enforcement, military, governmental, and intelligence agencies. To safeguard Israel, they put heavy investment in military expenditure, such as in cybersecurity, systems and security cameras constituting a large portion of the country's gross domestic product. In 2016, Israel ranked 5th in the world by defense spending $18 billion. The country is also ranked 7th globally for arms exports in 2016, with over 30,000 police officers who cover the country from the north to the south.
Everything in terms of security takes place on the Temple Mount, the Western Wall, the Church of the Synagogue, all of the holy sites, and around the Old City. The Israeli National Police are responsible.
Enforcing security at the airports is most paramount to Israel. Here, most of the Israel security personnel deployed at the 2 national airports, Ben Gurion, the country's main hub for international air travel. At the airport, security persons implement strict security, screening as well as tourist sites to avert any harm, real or suspected. Enforcing security on the sea is also paramount to safeguard the small country from attacks. Israel boasts in having the Israel Navy's Dolphin submarines to safeguard the sea. With a population of an estimated over 8 million people, most Israelis are drafted into the military at the age of 18. Men serve 2 years and 8 months, and women 2 years, after which men join the reserve forces and usually do up to several weeks of reserve duty every year until they reach 40s. Most women are exempt from reserve duty. In other moves to provide security, agencies deal with publications of fake news so as to avert any potential harm that can come to the country from miscommunications. Despite being rated low in the Global Peace Index and ranking 144th out of 163 nations for peacefulness in 2017, Israel is probably the safest places to travel to in the Middle East.
Coming up, Ugandans mourn Ketura Kamgasa, co-wives fight for Christmas money, Brian White to spend Christmas in jail. Moving on now, Ugandans and colleagues at New Vision have described Ketura Kamgasa as humble, down-to-earth and a fashion guru whose memory will not fade. Kamgasa passed away on Wednesday at International Hospital Kampala in Namuwongo. New Vision TV shares memories of a lady who lived her life to the full.
New Vision scribes and fans are mourning the passing of Ketura Kamgasa, who passed on Wednesday evening. The editor-in-chief, Barbara Kaijao, has also been her supervisor and friend, remembers Kamgasa in different aspects. These include as a fashionista, a good cook, a prayer warrior, among others.
Apart from being her supervisor for many years, she turned up to be my friend. She became such a close friend. We talked about so much. She was my confidant. Ketura loved Jesus so much. She's one person who prayed. She prayed about everything and she prayed to detail. Certainly people know her design bit, but she was also a very good cook, one of the best cooks I have seen. She knew how to entertain her guests. She was a very clean and neat person. She loved beauty. She loved beautiful things. And one thing which she taught me is to love life, to love life and to live my life to the full. It's so painful saying bye to such a friend. We shall miss her at Vision Group. We shall miss her touch. For many years, she's written her Tuesday column.
John Kakande, an editor with the New Vision, says, "We have lost one of the greatest journalists. Kamgasa was a very talented writer, especially in the world of fashion, and she has over the years amassed a huge following. She has been a very interesting person who never covered up anything that she believed wasn't right. She would say whatever she believed in right in your face, a trait that usually eludes many and yet speaks of honesty." John Eremo, the features editor at New Vision, remembers her as a very objective person who would not rest until she got the best out of a story or out of a person. John says she was so versatile that she was able to edit any kind of stories, and through her mentorship, John was able to win the first African Education Journalism Award.
I met Ketura when I started writing for New Vision in 1996. And I know her as a warm and outgoing character, full of humor, but when it comes to duty, she was very professional and serious.
And she just used to make us laugh. You would even forget that she's sick. You would just keep on laughing when you got to see her, and the way she used to make the jokes. So her passing on was really a shock. It is still a shock to me. Sometimes I think I'm dreaming that my mother is gone. There is no one who can replace my mommy. She's my mama D.
The other comments from social media such as Facebook and Migraine Concoction says, "I diligently read her articles in the New Vision throughout my primary school life. Hers, Ernest Bazanya's Bad Idea, and the Spider-Man stories were my favorite columns. In secondary school, I settled for flair for her because of her. Rest well, Ketura, sad news." Then Bishop Samuel says, "I am deeply saddened by the sudden death of Miss Ketura Lydia Kamgasa. I'm proud to have known such a kind, warm and brilliant person. My prayers and thoughts are with her and with those she left behind." At the New Vision. Mexisha Melissa Nyanjura says, "I knew Ketura from the day I decided to join journalism. I chose writing and she trained me. In short, she was my mentor and I looked up to her. She trained me very well. I'm one of the best writers in this world. I will dearly miss Ketura and I won't disappoint her." From Twitter, Ruth Naseje Esther Uganda says, "This smile will forever remain in our minds. Rest in peace, Ketura Kamgasa." Robina Hannah says, "I knew Lydia Ketura Kamgasa by just reading the Flair and Bride and Groom magazines. I could tell that she was hardworking and massively passionate about her work. This I will forever keep as inspiration. I thank God for you." Margaret Muhanga says, "Today I received the sad news of passing on of my friend and former workmate at the New Vision, Miss Ketura Kamgasa Akiki. Kamgasa's vigil will take place today, Friday, at the New Vision head offices at 5 p.m. It will be followed by a church service on Saturday, the 23rd of December at Baptist Church, Makere. Burial will then be held on Sunday, the 24th December 2017 in Nyakatoke, Rugombe, Mwenge, Chenjojo district at midday. May her soul rest in eternal peace.
Meanwhile, those who looked forward to the splashing of money during the Christmas festivities may be disappointed after the man who is known to splash money around will spend Christmas in jail. He has been remanded until January 8, 2018. Brian White and his bodyguard, Corporal Thomas Okoth, a police officer attached to Kabalagala police station, appeared before Machinyi Chief Magistrate Elias Kakoza on Thursday. White is accused of shooting his neighbor, Victor Bitwire, in the Kampala suburb of Buziga last week. Bitwire, who was shot in the shoulder, was taken to hospital where he is still recovering. And now, a man who thought he had sent the best Christmas gift for his two wives ended in misery after they fought for the money he sent them. Ayub Kiteza, who works in South Africa, reportedly sent $450,000 through Western Union for his wives Regina Kagoya and Hadija Namusobia. However, Kagoya, the younger wife who received the money, refused to pass on a share to her co-wife. According to the local Council 1 Secretary for Defense, Naluwere Zone Baju Kiria, Namusobia reportedly grabbed a big stick and started hitting Kagoya, accusing her of bewitching her husband. Kagoya was not apologetic and went to the extent of telling Namusobia how she wanted her and the children to have a miserable Christmas. The two co-wives were later separated by locals while bleeding from the nose, ears, and mouth. You're still watching New Vision TV, and now for Pearl of Africa series, we take a look at what makes a holiday memorable at the shores. It is not surprising why many Ugandans flock the beaches during the Christmas season, and this is because of the thrilling experience that fills the shores of Uganda's water bodies. Here is what makes a holiday at the shores memorable.
The serenity of the water at various rivers in Uganda captures the sight that prompts one to just dive into the water. When the sun is up high in the sky, its rays are reflected beautifully on the water. Even the wild animals like hippos can tell you why they can't quit staying in water. That is, if they could speak. At the shores, the wind blows calmly, creating the unforgettable breeze. This once-in-a-life experience can be found on the longest river in Africa, which is the River Nile, the Kazinga Channel, and every water body you choose to go to this festive season. Activities to engage in are swimming, camping, sunbathing, boat rides, and so many more. For more Pearl of Africa stories, visit our website www.newvision.co.ug. Our newspaper, The Sunday Vision, is also another home of adventures, so get your copy every Sunday for Pearl of Africa stories.
And that's all we had for you. Thank you for watching. Be sure to catch more of your updates on your mobile, on your desktop, on your tablet, anywhere on the go by visiting www.newvision.co.ug. I'm Lynn Komjisha.